are inspired. See how simple it is. Real success in life is never achieved when we are functioning under the load of desires. The real success in life is achieved when we are functioning under the influence of inspiration. Inspiration is at its best when we are present 100%. Normally, we are present 1/3. 1/3 goes in the past, 1/3 goes in the future, and in the remaining 1/3, we are hardly available. And then we want to achieve something great in life. See, friends, therefore, to cultivate mind means to convert the jungle into a garden. So what is the first process? First process is we weed out unwanted weeds. What are the unwanted weeds? Unwanted weeds are the old habits. These are unwanted weeds. Which are the old habits? Habit number 1. Deciding for others. We decide for others. Indians are expert in taking decision for others. You know, in every house, there is definitely one vigilant officer, isn't it? Vigilance officer. All the oldies in the houses, they are all vigilance officers. They have nothing to do, nowhere to go. So whole day they are sitting and watching the TV, and in between who is coming, he is going innocently. And thereafter, Bahu, yes, these days I am seeing our Sushma, she is standing near the window too much. Now vigilance officer has nothing to do, so all the time observing. I feel we should get her married. Then what will happen? Then he will suffer. Now it will happen. See, taking decisions for others is the old habit. Bhagavan Sri Krishna told the whole Bhagavad Gita to Arjun and clearly said, Hey Arjun Maharaj, all that is to be told to you, I have told. See? Kachideta Shrutam Partha Tvaya Ekagrena Chetasa. Have you heard properly? Now, Vimrishya Etat Asheshena. Now you discuss with yourself. You understand, you analyze. And Yathechasi Tatha Kuru. Decision will be yours, not mine. This is one of the most important things, particularly for Indians. You know, there are some basic qualities, characteristics of Indians. First characteristic is this, taking decision for others. Second is, we are expert in somebody else's job, not our own. Then the third one is, we are able to take tea any time of the day. 2 o'clock sometime I reach, they will ask me, Swamiji, थोड़ा चाय लेंगे? It is 2 o'clock at night, it is time to sleep. नहीं सोचा चाय पी के सोएंगे, राम राम. See? So let us not get involved in these old habits. So what are the weeds in the jungle of our mind is only the old habits. These are the habits about the world. Commenting on others, evaluating others, judging others, giving opinion, it is not required. One of the most important things. Once I was in Bangalore, very big crowd, and 2-3 people were sitting as a panel, and questions were asked by the youngsters particularly, and they used to always, okay, I'll answer this question. Okay, I'll answer this question. I was very happy. I was enjoying. What is there to talk? The whole tamasha was going on. One question came, and then They say, you answer. No, you answer. No, Swamiji will answer this question. Till then, they did not ask me a single time. I said, okay. Question was, what is your opinion about Ram Janmabhoomi? Now, who will like to answer this question? So, I said, look here, being a Swami, I never talk straight. I will always talk through parables or stories. Then I said, now this girl, there are one girl sitting there, now this girl, she has not cut her hair, but she is putting on the pant and she is also putting on a .com. Why should I worry about it? I have no any opinion about her, what dress she puts on. Now that person, he is putting on clothes which are fit for a child. Why should I worry about it? I have no opinion about it. What do you want to tell? In short, I don't have to have opinion about everything in this world, is it not? Of course. I say in the same manner on this question. What is your opinion about the Ram Janmabhoomi? I have no opinion. Over. We are not obliged to opine on every topic in the world. But this is what our old habits. So to convert the jungle that our mind is into a garden, what is required is old habits are to be discarded. Now, this is one. Second thing. We, all Indians, have this old habit of asking about the credentials about everybody. See? There was one girl with me for almost 15-20 years, a German girl. She used to go from Lonavala to Pune for learning Ayurveda. She used to go sit in the train, take her book and read and come in. One day she asked me, Swamiji, all Indians have got the same habit? I said, yes, they are inbred strains. Therefore, they have got the same habits. See, everybody when they look at me, they will try to come and talk to me. And they will ask, where from you are? What are you doing here? What do you do? Where do you go? Then what do you do? I just don't reply them. I keep on reading as if I have not understood anything. Now this is one habit we all have. Asking about personal details about anybody. Like, people ask us, Swamiji, are you married? No. Why didn't you get married? Immediately I do say, Swamiji, are your parents alive? Yes. Still they are alive? Okay, I'll make them die. Swamiji, where is your headquarters? On your head. There is no need. Now, why do we ask these questions? It's only because we are carrying that burden on our head. See, these are the old habits. Curtail them. You will see, we'll start remaining more and more in the present. And when you practice it for a longer period of time, all unwanted data will be deleted from your hard disk once for all. See? Select, shift, delete. Once for all. Don't put it in, again you may retrieve it. Who knows? Don't do that. I received one PowerPoint presentation, beautiful one. The principle of emptiness. I don't know if you have seen that. In that, the more you start emptying the things from your own house, you see the joy. Observe that. How many things we have collected in our house, all unwanted. Just keep on collecting. One L&T, one of the executives, he went to Japan for this management training. There is management is the most misconceived idea. And there is mismanagement is the only truth. So he went for that management thing and came back. And I was in their house wanting to eat something. So she was preparing dosha nicely. And he was telling me, Swamiji, I told my wife, look here, I learned recently from Japan. You have collected so many things in the house. We were told, all that which you have not used for last 6 months, you don't need it. Empty your house, throw it away. And she was so cool. Swamiji, please tell him that he will have to go first. Power of emptiness. See, these are all small habits. Those who have got the habits of collecting the gross things around, they don't want to throw it. Old lungi nahi, pocha ki kaam aayega, throw it away. See, we don't want to throw. Those who cannot throw the old stuff, do you think they will be able to empty the old memories? They cannot. See, a person who is expert in committing accident on the football ground while driving a car when he is all alone and he finds out the tree somewhere and goes and dashes there. Such a person, will he be able to drive the car comfortably in the traffic? See, friends, therefore cultivating the mind is weeding out the old habits. These are the old habits. See? And when these old habits are discarded, what happens? We do not collect unwanted data. We have to learn to delete every moment. I'll tell you my experience. First time, many years before, I shifted from the Windows to the Apple Macintosh. And when I was doing this video work, one after another, the data was added, and I didn't know or forgot how to empty the whole, unwanted data. And at about 12 o'clock at night, it was not accepting any data. My God, what happened? New computer? Bhari bhi to nahi hua, utna hi heavy hai. It does not increase. Why it is not taking the data? And in frustration, I slept. When I got up in the morning, it clicked, hey, I must not have emptied. And when I emptied the trash, suddenly 47 GB free. I was so happy. Much more than that is the happiness when you empty your mind and allow the bliss to flow through you. It is possible, it is not impossible. Because unwanted things are too many collected in our mind. So cultivating the mind is the first step is this. The weeds of wrong habits must be taken away. And nobody can do it for us, friends. We have to do it ourselves. One lady tells me, Swamiji, if you tell me, I will stop smoking. Why should I tell you? No, you tell me. I said, I will not tell you. On the contrary, when you smoke, a very elderly lady, wife of a brigadierin, and she used to smoke a lot. I said, Mama, when you walk, smoking, I am reminded of the old steam engine. So keep on smoking. Why should I tell you? Don't smoke. And then you are promoting our poor farmers. Unless people like you smoke, who will buy their tobacco? So you are doing a social service and national cause. Very good. See? And a lot of exercise is added because of you. It's a very good thing. Keep on smoking. And the best part, your lungs become stronger day by day. And your heart is always warm. And the best part is, no mosquitoes come around you because you smell so nicely stinking. We have to stop our own habits. Nobody can help us. See, friends, then we are cultivating the mind. When all these things are taken care of externally, then one part, it is called as negation. Remove what is not required. Thereafter, then replace it by the positive thoughts. Any time we are disturbed, we are Mr. Somebody. Don't go and ask any question to anybody. "Oh, my mind is too disturbed, what should I do?" One person came and asked me this question, "Swamiji, my mind is too disturbed, what should I do?" I said, "Come near to me." He came nearer. I said, "You have come to me. Where should I go?" My mind is also disturbed. See? Don't ask anybody any question. You find out your mind is disturbed. And if you really go into it, you'll come to know that every thought has a beginning from Mr. Somebody. See? Like when there is an abscess, there is one head or a mouth where from the abscess bursts and all the pus comes out. All the bodies that we carry in our mind in the form of Mr. Somebody, mother, father, husband, wife, subordinate, boss, these are all bodies. All those bodies or birds are like the abscesses. And from there only the pus of thoughts begins. See, last time we did this experiment, do it again. I am sure you must have forgotten. See the confidence I have. See, take a position according to your gender that you are a husband or a wife. And see the kind of thoughts that you have. Then take the position of a parent or a child. See the kind of thoughts that you have. Take the position of a teacher or a student and see the kinds of thoughts you have. And last, take the position of Mr. Nobody. No thoughts. So what I have done? Nothing. What you have done? Nothing. But we want to do meditation. Can you tell us how to do meditation? Okay. First cut onions. See? Then hari mirch. Then tomato. Meditation, yes. Karna hai na? Upma. Meditation is never done. Don't do meditation. See, friends, if you have got this point clearly and correctly, you will have zero problem in your life. Just we have to remain aware that the moment I become somebody, the volcano of thoughts starts pouring out. Therefore, all the path to reality is stop becoming somebody or the other and start maintaining the status of Mr. Nobody. See? And how do we become somebody? We become somebody when we carry the load of possessiveness. Once it happened in Sri Lanka, many years before, more than 30 years before. This is what that girl's sister told me. She told me, "Swamiji, when we were there and we are going by bus and these people came and gunpoint stopped the bus and told everybody out with your own luggage. And all of us got down. My sister, she lifted one suitcase which was not hers. Then she thought maybe it is somebody has forgotten, therefore she lifted the suitcase and came down. It was that particular suitcase that they were searching for. They said, "You got it down?" "Yes." "Open it." "No, I don't have key. It is not my suitcase." "Will anybody agree?" Then they forcibly opened it. They found whatever they wanted. Then they took that girl, young girl in her late 20s or early 20s, took out the tires from the same bus, and like the bangles which are put in the hand, like that the tires were put around her and set on fire and live roasted. What was her fault? That which did not belong to her. Why she claims the possessions? We all have the same problem. What is our in this world? Starting from our own gross body. It is created by parents. See, it is nurtured by the Lord. The body never listens one word of ours. And yet, I am the body. This possessiveness of the body is a mental aberration. And it is only after we identify with the body, then the subsequent things are born. After identification with the body, then only I am husband, wife, brother, sister, mother, father, disciple and guru. All of these things disappear the moment we disidentify from the body. This understanding is cultivating the mind in the right art of contemplation. See? This is all, friends. But we have to work on it. It will not just happen. And when we thus start working on this, the net result will be the lesser we are body oriented, to that proportion, the world will not be a problem for us. See? The problem begins when we start possessing the world. This possessiveness is the elephantitis of the mind. Elephantitis, when it happens, the leg becomes huge. In the same manner, this is man, that is man. And all our possessiveness is directly proportionate to the length of our past. The children have got a very short past. So, the elephantitis is only in a growing stage. 75 not out, elephantitis is huge. 75 years past. And therefore, they have all the past to talk about and no future to think about. And the younger generation, they have got all the future to live and very little past. And therefore, the younger and older generation, they can never come together. And we don't understand that the younger generation is not interested in our past. They are concerned about their own future. But we, the oldies, have nothing except the past. Jab hum jawan the, who cares? See, friends, when we become aware of this phenomena that is happening in the mind, then we are cultivating the mind. So, first we have removed the weeds of wrong habits from the mind, and then we started planting new saplings of selected plants in the garden of our mind. Where do we get those good saplings? Go to the nursery of Upanishads and Gita. And there it is freely available. You don't have to pay. Oh, thank God. And when you thus take one by one thought, like Gita tells us right at the beginning, this is the most potent thought from Gita. Sukha dukkhe same krutva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhaya jujjasva naivam papam avapsasi. All the spiritual practice is live your life in this world in such a manner that you maintain the equanimity of your mind under all conditions. If we are not able to maintain the equanimity of the mind, then we are reacting in the world. Reactions are old habits. You must have come across some old people like me. Everybody has got some old habit. There is one lady, she has got old habit. Everything she has to say no. Ladies have that habit, you know. How the ladies have got this habit? What experience you have? Okay, listen. One lady said to me, Swamiji, you are in the ladies' club. I said, yes, I am aware of that. And still I have got a courage to come and visit you. Yes. Why the gents-dominated society, even in the religion, does not allow us to chant Gayatri Mantra? 10. I said, all that is allowed. Are you doing that? No. But actually, you know, the scriptures and the Mahatmas wanted you to chant Gayatri Mantra. Then, therefore, they told you, don't chant. Kyun? Hum karenge. And oh, Murmu Swata. This is the only technique. See? So we have got this old habit. Every time revolt, react. Spiritual unfoldment is not a revolution. It is an evolution. It is not a reaction. It is a response. See? It is not gaining something, but it is a discovery. We don't get anything on a spiritual path. On the contrary, all the unwanted stuff is discarded. See, friends, in this manner, when we are walking this to the goal of reality, the instrument that is used is the mind. And in cultivating the mind, these are the two things. Let us convert our mind, which is the jungle at present, into a garden. And for that, the first requirement is weed out the unwanted weeds, cull them out, and those are the old habits. And second thing, plantation of the fresh and selected saplings of good thoughts available plentifully in our scriptures. When these two things are put together, thereafter there was a story that I read, Birbal and Akbar. So it so happened that one day that king went to the forest, jungle somewhere, and there he saw one tribal woman. She delivered her baby on her own. She just took out the baby, put it, and the sickle that she had cut down the, that cord, and then wrapped the baby and clean and put on the back and started walking home. The king saw that. And the royal lady was also carrying. And he said, what is the need? When one lady can do it on her own, why so much of comforts are given to the queen? No necessity. All the comforts are withdrawn. Naturally, then she called Birbal Maharaj, this is a problem. Don't worry. Go and order all the gardeners in the royal garden to take mass leave and don't come for 1 month. After 1 month, when the king goes there, the whole garden is dried up. Why? What happened? Where are all these people? No, they were sent on leave by the queen. Is it? Why did you do that? There are so many trees in the forest, nobody does any gardening for them. They are growing on their own. Why your garden needs so many of them to look after? See, friends, in the same manner, for keeping our health, we have to take care. For getting the diseases, we don't have to put any efforts, they come anyway. In the same manner, bad habits, wrong thinking will come to us from anywhere. But to maintain the purity and the beauty of our mind, we have to put efforts regularly. Not once in a while. See, the normal question which is asked is this. Swamiji, when we listen you in the lecture, everything seems so simple and so clear, but when we go back, again the same thing happens. What should we do? We don't know what should we do. I said, this is the technique given in our scriptures and followed by the people. Follow that technique. What is the technique? I said, the technique is when you go to the temple, always go with the old shoes. Never go with the new shoes. And after you go there, finish your darshan, and when you come back, find out the new pair of shoes. Put on and go. What is that? This is a technique, this is spiritual practice. When you remove the old shoes and leave it there, you have dropped your ego and start with a new shoe afresh. See, friends, we have to take food. I ask her, say, Mama, I also got one question about your problem. Question is this. I take breakfast in the morning at 7 o'clock. Then again at 12 o'clock I feel hungry. What should I do? Eat again. Oh, thank you so much for a nice suggestion. And then again at 4 o'clock I feel so hungry. I don't know what I should do. Again take something, Swamiji. It's not a big deal. Thank you so much. You have got such intelligent ideas, And then again at 9 o'clock I feel hungry. What I should do? Again eat. But Mama, this is not one day. It is every day. You have to do it every day. In the same manner, satsanga also every day. For us, once in a blue moon, we go for the satsang to oblige the Mahatma. आगे ऐसे मालूम है? See, friends, our mind will catch the viruses very quickly. See, what efforts we put to get viruses in our laptops? They come. So, will you go on complaining? No. Put the shield. In the same manner, our satsanga is an antivirus shield. Protect yourself from the unwanted thoughts which come to us. That is why cultivation of the mind is, now third point I am telling you, disciplining the mind. Discipline in terms of study and spiritual practices on a regular basis. See? We get spiritual influenza. It comes like an attack. Okay, from tomorrow I'm going to start in the morning at 4 o'clock. Tomorrow comes 4 o'clock and we are out of the sleep, but getting out of the bed is the most challenging point in our life. Very difficult. And then such bed bugs, such people are bound to be born as bed bugs in their next life. Next time you see any bed bug, you should feel friendly. Agla janam apna yahi hai. So you may be vegetarian. Next year you are going to suck the blood. See? So when we want to walk the spiritual path, controlling the mind, and then it comes as an attack, and after 2 minutes, theek hai yaar, chodo. And again we go to sleep. See, friends, it has to be sustained systematically on a required dose every day. When I saw in the TV the advertisement Chawanprash, the spoon goes inside, comes out, and next moment it is shown like this. Hey, it is so simple. So I also took the whole bottle of Chawanprash in one go, 1 kilo. And what? Then dysentery started. See? In the same manner, spiritual practice is not to be practiced as a hysteria. See? I will not take food. 21 days, no food, no water. Everybody is worried. And if nobody goes to visit, he feels disturbed. Nobody is coming to visit me. They are waiting for you to go. See? Bhagavan says in 6th chapter, Yuktahara viharasya yukta cheshtasya karmasu yukta swapnavabodhasya yogo bhavati dukkhaha. The spiritual practice is free from miseries if we are not extremists. Not to eat at all is very simple. To eat all the time is very simple. But to eat a balanced little quantity 3 times a day, sometimes the food is so tasty, and then need is over, then the 2nd chapter, greed begins. And then it comes up to the nose. Swamiji, did you finish food? Why Swamiji is not talking? It was all right. Now there is a problem. What is the reason? Swamiji, what did you eat? Now I have to talk. So I take out the jalebi. And after that was over, I don't think I can take lunch now next 3 days. That is not spiritual practice. See, when I was in US, somebody asked me this question, Swamiji, such lovely food, how can you control yourself? You take only little quantity, don't take too much. What is the secret? I said, secret is I get good food, 365 multiplied by 3 times in a year. You get once in 365 days. Because in America, he is only bringing out from the cold storage like the mummies of the Egypt and putting them into the microwave like the Pindadan, and then that you take dead food. See, I get every day fresh food, therefore it is not a novelty for me. For you, good food means you bounce on that. Pata nahi kal mile na mile. Hey friends. So these mind's habits are to be controlled of equanimity. Let us not overdo anything. And when we thus start observing the mind, we come to know under these conditions the mind is disturbed. So avoid that. After the age of 40, if we still require to go to the doctor to maintain our central province, Madhya Pradesh, then we have not lived our life properly. We must become aware what suits us and what doesn't suit us. See, if we are aware of that, automatically whatever doesn't suit, don't have to eat. You don't have to oblige God or food. In India, what we do, we are too much obliging people. A rich man's marriage, about 28 dishes prepared, and then 30 types of the sweets, and 25 types of achar, and chappan bhog, and then you go with your parat, not plate, parat, and then everything. It is not required to take, You take only whatever suits you. No, उन्होंने इतना बनाया, बिचारों ने, बिचारों को मारोगे, यहाँ का विचार करो. And then we keep on eating and no control, and then frustrated. आज जरा ज़्यादा ही हो गया. Every day the same story. आज जरा ज़्यादा ही हो गया. Every day it is ज़्यादा ही. See, that is why such people are having a round figure, and they end up in a very bad manner. Therefore, friends, work on the mind and let the mind be under our control as our instrument of work. See, with such a mind, it is a freedom. Bhagavan says in Gita, Atmaiva Atmano Bandhu Atmaiva Ripuratmanaha. We are our real friend as well as we are our real enemy. When our mind is under our absolute control, we are our friend. And when the mind controls our life, we are our own enemy. Therefore, friends, to walk this path to the reality, the first and the most important thing is cultivating the mind with the right way and discarding the old wrong ways. Rest we'll see tomorrow. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Second day of Yoga of Self-Control. Self-control means, what is the meaning of control of car? Control of car means, we drive the car on the road in terrible traffic, and yet we do not create any accident. That is a control over the car. If somebody says, I keep my car all the time in the garage and go to work in a taxi, and therefore I have got a perfect control over my car, is wrong. So we have to live in this world. We cannot get away. There is no option left. Therefore, controlling ourselves means what? So yesterday we have seen controlling ourselves means first controlling the mind. And controlling the mind is cultivating the mind. Mind has to be properly trained, pruned, unwanted weeds are removed, and the instrument is made sharp enough. One day, a barber was whitewashing the customer. They do whitewashing only, what else? And his son came, small one, maybe about 12 years or 13 years. Papa, last time you told me that you will allow me. Okay, beta, take that razor. It's very sharp. Be careful, you will cut your hand. And the customer is listening. And then he is ready to try on that. See? So the razor has to be sharp. At the same time, it has to be wielded by a hand which knows the job. See?